Thanks for checking us out today. We're with Terry, the owner of Farmer Jack's Market in Burlington, which is one of my favorite stops when I'm in Burlington. Terry, thanks for joining us. I know that you've been crazy busy for the past, since this whole thing started.
We definitely have been. It's been busy for sure.
I'm just going to tell everybody, Terry's not been sleeping much, so everybody wish him a good sleep when this is over.
Thank you.
So yeah, a couple of years ago, somebody that I knew recommended that I check out your store because of your juice cleanse, which is probably something that I'm overdue. With all this snacking that I'm doing, I'm going to need to go back and reset with one of your juice cleanses. They're actually delicious. And when I first came into your store, that's when I realized how much produce you have and what good quality it is. I'm really interested in hearing from you how you came to start Farmer Jack's, because there's nothing quite like it anywhere in Hamilton, Burlington.
So we started a few years ago. Actually, it was kind of because of a car accident. So I was in really bad shape. So I started doing a lot of research. The doctor said I wouldn't recover, etc. It was a very severe concussion. So I was in a coma for a few days. And afterwards, I couldn't use a lot of my body. I couldn't even pick up a coffee cup, actually. So after 9 to 12 months of that, the doctors essentially said that's kind of after 6 months is when usually concussion patients don't really recover too well. I think I was 24, 25 at the time, so that was pretty scary for me. So I did a ton of research. I started exercising at home with anything I could. I started to try to eat better, look for where I could get quality ingredients. And I actually ended up visiting a few local farms here, started getting my fruits, vegetables, eggs, stuff like that from them directly, just because it's local produce has a lot more nutrients than anything imported, because the fruit and vegetables have a lot more time to reach full maturity before they're picked. And most of the local farmers don't really use too many herbicides, pesticides, etc., stuff like that. And if you source very carefully, most of the ones around Burlington don't really spray with anything at all. I guess kind of things went from there, and I got in much better condition, and the store was something I started to kind of make it accessible to everyone else as well.
Wow, well, that is quite the story, and never would guess talking to you that you had suffered that way, because you're so happy and lighthearted and you enjoy your work so much now. So I'm glad you recovered, and I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, because we just love that store that you have. So you're at Appleby Line in Burlington. What are you doing differently during this quarantine period? I know that you've changed your business model a little bit to help people out.
Right. So we're offering grocery delivery to everyone, because a lot of people called in or came in and said it was exceptionally hard to get produce. Social distancing, like limits on how many people can be in a store, whether kids can even come in with them to the store. So a lot of single moms that have kids that they can't leave at home or are physically unable to even enter a grocery store, because some don't allow kids to go in with them. And even the delivery services, because of the overwhelming demand, a lot of them can't take deliveries for a few weeks at least, some even over a month. So we're working really, really hard around the clock to make sure that same day and next day delivery is possible for everyone. It's also safer for our staff and for our customers. There's no human contact where drivers will place their order at the doorstep overnight. A text message will be sent upon delivery. But because we deliver all throughout the night between 4 p.m. and 4 a.m., we're able to still offer same day and next day delivery for everyone who needs it.
Yeah, it's incredible that you can do that, because you're right. The bigger supermarket chains are at least 2 weeks out right now. We've experienced that ourselves. But I'm going to show people some of the stuff you dropped off on my doorstep last night, and I've had it for a few hours already this morning, and I'm embarrassed to say how much of it is gone. We did share a little bit, but like these oranges, they're the most delicious oranges that I've tasted, and I think this might be the last one. And we got a big box. Let me just show people, if I can even lift this. This is the size of this box that I got, and that wasn't even the only one. And it's the cutest thing. It came in an M&M box. That was great. But I mean, like the size of this carrot, this is gorgeous produce that you're dropping off. And you also have some other things. We couldn't resist throwing a few extras into ours. One of our favorites, your mango chia pudding. Oh, this stuff is good. And I know you make a killer kimchi. Whenever we drop into your store, we can't leave without one. What are some of your other best sellers that you have, other than the produce, because that's your highlight?
First of all, sorry for the M&M box. We, as much as possible, we like to repurpose things. Like, I don't believe in contributing to any more waste. So even if you come to our store, we use mostly glass and paper straws, paper bags, glass bottles for all our stuff, mason jars.
Let me ask you, your program that you have, tell people about the juices when people return the bottles. You have an incentive.
Yeah, so not quite at this moment because of the COVID thing, but we very much do appreciate bottles back because we really hate waste. For people that return bottles, etc., we pay the HST on their order as incentive for people to bring back bottles so they can be reused. They're all made of glass, so it'd be a waste to kind of throw them out or recycle them because there's a lot more processing.
Yeah, that's a great idea that you've had since long before this. So would you recommend that anybody who's ordering from you now just put these things aside if they can and bring them to you when the store is open again?
Absolutely. For now, when we're doing deliveries, our drivers won't be picking them up, but afterwards, definitely very much appreciated. If you're ordering for delivery, we can pick up the bottles on our next drop-off, or you can return them to the store at any time. Very much appreciated from us.
Awesome. So I interrupted you before you told us what your best sellers are.
Actually, throughout the last probably 3-4 years, the best seller is the 4-day power cleanse. So it's a quick 4-day cleanse. It's cold pressed juices. You have one meal a day with it. We don't believe in any kind of fad diets or anything. You always still have one meal a day. That way you have proteins, you have healthy fats, and you have all the essential nutrients your body needs to function. It's not like we take away all your carbs or anything. So it's a very balanced plan. We believe in balanced nutrition, and it kind of cleans out your digestive tract, allowing for improved nutrient absorption and higher energy levels. So that's definitely our most popular. Because of the COVID, I think a lot more people are concerned about more essentials. So right now our most popular selling thing is the grocery baskets that we're sending out, kind of like the one you received. All the produce is brought right to the doorstep.
And you have how many sizes?
So we have 3 different options on the website. There's a $60 basket, which is the essentials. We made that basket in mind with giving as much produce as possible. We don't make a ton of money on it, especially we're still paying our delivery drivers, etc. We're also offering free delivery at this time because we know people are really struggling, and we want to still stay safe at home, and we don't want to give them an extra incentive to leave their house. The 100 and the 150 are for the people that are in a more, fortunate situation. They would like a few more extras. There's 2 bigger size baskets, or have a larger family because there's obviously more produce in those ones as well. But they will also come with a little more things like dried fruit, nuts,
mangoes. And you've expanded your delivery area too, quite a bit.
Yes, we have. Because we've gotten a flood of messages from, the farther you are from the major cities, the fewer, delivery options for it. So because of the ton of emails and requests, we've expanded our delivery range quite a bit outside of what we do normally. So we deliver as far as St. Catharines, Grimsby, Kitchener-Waterloo, Guelph, Milton, Georgetown, Caledon, Caledonia, all the way to Barrie and Innisfil, actually. Oakville, Burlington, Mississauga, Hamilton, Mount Hope, Stony Creek, as well, Toronto. We're trying our best, so our drivers are driving throughout the night, and we're starting to cover a larger area. We're planning to add a few more areas as well.
Wow.
Just because of the requests we're getting.
And this is explaining why you're not getting enough sleep lately, because you also do a lot of driving.
I definitely do a lot of driving.
The service that you're offering is so important right now, and we've been trying to sort of show some appreciation to the members of our community, because Hamilton Burlington has so many incredible people who are pulling together and doing things to help each other, and people like you are just worth your weight in gold, because everyone still needs to eat, and for you to be providing them a way to stay healthy and eat well during this time, I don't think anyone will forget the sacrifices that you're making now.
Very much appreciate the support. Thank you.
Well, I appreciated that, Box, and I'm going to let you get back to work because I know you have a super busy day ahead of you, but thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to me, and we're just going to put it out there that you're available. Where is the best place for people to reach you? So should they reach out online? Do you prefer a phone call?
So ordering online is best. Unfortunately, there's a very, very high end of phone calls that come in. So online ordering would be best. You can always reach out to us by email as well. We will be very slow to respond to email and Facebook messages just because the high amount of volume coming in. Okay. If you need anything urgent, we ask you give us a call, but that's why ordering online is the best. The phone line ideally would be reserved for people that really need urgent same day delivery. So we want to kind of keep our lines free just to help out the people that are really, really in need. Okay. And your website is? farmerjacksmarket.com. We'll put a link to that below the video too. Thank you so much. We are adding to our website and making it a little more robust, but we've only been doing this a few weeks, but we will be adding it to it continuously and having more options available on there as well. In your ample spare time. I'm glad I'm not the one that does the website.
There you go. All right, Terry, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, make sure that you and your drivers take a break now and again, and just know that we really appreciate you.
Thank you for all the support, and thanks for spreading the word for us.
All right, it was good to see you today.
Take care. Bye-bye.